Have you ever thought about how much your sexual health can affect your general health? Did you know that some women who swallow their partner's sperm might feel better, or that having sex regularly could help prevent diseases like cancer that can kill you? Stay tuned, because in this video we'll talk about shocking facts about sex that are backed up by science and could completely change the way you think about intimacy. You won't want to miss these surprising insights that could lead to a healthier and more fulfilling life. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and set your alarm bell to get our newest content right away. I can't wait to hear what you think about today's topic. If you like it, please leave a review below. Leave a 0 if it doesn't work for you. Your opinion is very important to me because it helps me make better videos that fit your interests. Allow us to begin. Some women who swallow their partner semen might have a boost in their immune system, and regular sex could actually help prevent life-threatening diseases like cancer. If that interests you, you're in for a treat, because I'm about to reveal some truly mind-blowing sex-related facts that are all backed up by scientific research. You won't want to miss this. Let's start with a shocking fact. 1 in 7,000 women are born without a vagina. This is called vaginal agenesis, and it's usually not noticed until puberty. This means that many young women have to go through a surprising and deeply emotional journey to understand their bodies. Finding out something so important can change your whole life. This is just the tip of the interesting iceberg surprise you. The results of a study done in North America showed that women who use emojis a lot are statistically more likely to send nudes when the conditions are right. This small detail shows how modern technology and human emotion have changed how we talk about our wants and feelings and show affection. Let's talk about fun. Did you know that a simple kiss on the ear or a kiss on the neck can send a shockwave of pure bliss through a woman's body, especially her vagina? These areas are very sensitive, and stimulating them can make a woman feel aroused almost instantly. This can strengthen the connection between two people in a private moment. The magic of these sensual touches can't be stressed enough. For a moment, let's go to the animal kingdom and talk about the wild side of sex. The black widow spider is famous for her deadly appetite, both during and after sex. If she's hungry, she will literally eat her mate, and on really hungry days, she can eat up to 20 males in one day. It's a scary reminder of how primal instincts still live inside all living things, even when they're in love and desire. Now, if you want to bring back the love in your life, especially after age 60, I have a special gift for you, my digital book called Rediscovering Intimacy. This book, Healthy Sexuality After 60, is full of useful tips and emotional guidance to help you bring back the spark in your relationship. Whether you're dealing with physical issues or just want to strengthen your emotional connection, this book is your guide to a more satisfying and passionate love life. Don't forget to click on the first pinned comment to get your copy today. There are only a few spots left, so don't miss this chance to change your life. Back to us. The American Sociological Association has found that the most mind-blowing sex happens when you're deeply in love with your partner. The emotional connection is a key part of amplifying physical pleasure, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. However, about 70% of men still prefer to avoid sex during their partner's menstrual cycle, which brings up another topic of conversation about comfort communication and emotional understanding in relationships. If you have a keen sense of smell, you might be in for a more intense sexual experience. Specifically, pheromone-rich scents like sweat or vaginal discharge can make intimacy even more electrifying. These chemical signals open up a deeper primal connection, amplifying desire and strengthening the bond between lovers. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal how fascinating, complex, and powerful our sexuality really is. For example, Did you know that orgasms can actually improve sperm quality? Yes, having sex more often can not only increase fertility, but also lead to healthier, higher quality sperm by reducing DNA damage in sperm. This finding gives couples who are having mild fertility problems a spark of hope, bringing up the fact that regular closeness can be a part of the answer to problems with getting pregnant. It's an interesting example of how the body is perfectly designed for both pleasure and reproduction. Well-being psychotherapist Anna, all from Istanbul, Turkey, says that masturbation, which is sometimes called solo sex, has its own benefits. She says that it can boost your self-confidence, help you understand your body better, and make you feel sexually fulfilled. It also has many of the same physical and emotional benefits as having sex with a partner, plus it gives you the chance to explore and discover yourself. In a world where intimacy with others can be hard, masturbation is a safe and empowering way to connect with yourself. And let's not forget the strong emotional connection that sex creates between two people. After sex, your body releases oxytocin, which makes you feel good, when it comes to female anatomy and sexual health, deeply connected and relaxed with your partner. This hormone not only makes you feel closer to your partner, but it can also make you trust them more. In fact, strangers started to trust each other more after being given a nasal spray with oxytocin in it, showing how powerful this hormone is at making emotional connections. Let's talk about the different sexualities of people now. Did you know that a lot of bisexual, gay, lesbian and transgender people have had heterosexual experiences as teens, but still stay true to who they are? On the other hand, some straight people have had same-sex encounters, but still identify as straight. Sexuality is complicated, fluid, and deeply personal. There's also formicophilia, which is the sexual interest in having bugs or worms crawl on the body. This may sound strange to some, but it shows how diverse human sexual preferences and curiosities are. Having a sexual life isn't just for fun, it's good for you in the long run. Having sex at least once a week has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Not only that, but men who have regular sex are also more likely to live past the age of 80. This shows how physical intimacy is connected to overall health, longevity, and vitality. Group sex is another common sexual fantasy for many people, and it's interesting to note that more than half of those who have had it have actually done it at some point. Sexual fantasies are more common than we might think, and they can be as wild or as tamed as we like. They all add to the rich tapestry of human sexual experience. About 1% of the world's population, on the other hand, says they are asexual, which means they don't feel strongly sexually attracted to anyone. Asexuality is one of many different ways that people experience their sexuality. Speaking of origins, did you know that scientists think an ancient animal named Fad Dortha was the first living thing on Earth to reproduce sexually? This event happened about 30 million years ago and was the start of a practice that has continued to change in fascinating ways ever since. From prehistoric times to modern-day office romances, sexual behavior has become a part of everyday life for many people. In fact, a Match.com study found that about 1 in 5 people have had sex with a co-worker, showing that intimacy often makes its way into our lives, even at work. 44% of single people say they have an orgasm almost every time they have sex with someone they've been close with before, like an ex-partner. This number shows how important trust, familiarity, and an emotional connection are for achieving sex satisfaction. Sometimes getting to know someone well can lead to deeper, more satisfying sex experiences, showing that intimacy isn't just about physical bonds, but also about emotional and mental ones. Do you ever feel that tingling feeling going up your spine while listening to a strong piece of music? That's a skin orgasm, or free one, and it's not just music that can cause it. Movies, works of art, or even a special connection with someone can do it too. What's interesting about free one is that it can happen at any time, but when it does, it feels like your whole body comes alive with emotion. Now, when it comes to sexual pleasure, every woman is as different as, like a snowflake. Every woman has a unique way of reaching orgasm because the nerve endings in her genitalia are spread out in a way that is only unique to her. Because of this, what makes one woman feel the utmost pleasure may not work the same way for another. During orgasm, those rhythmic vaginal contractions that feel so intense are actually the uterus trying to pull sperm inside, an amazing automatic response tied to men's reproductive instincts. Contrary to popular belief, having many sexual partners doesn't always mean more satisfaction. In fact, men may feel less sexual fulfillment when their last encounter was with someone they truly care about. This is because deep emotional connections can often lead to more pleasure, fewer erection problems, and less pain during sex. This is an interesting paradox that shows how physically and emotionally intimate relationships are connected. Meanwhile, more than half of young adults, 18 to 24, say that their last sexual partner was just a casual hookup. Shining a light on how modern interactions are changing, let's talk about oral sex. Some people think it's safer than other types of sex, but there are still some risks. Even though fluids are exchanged, infections can still be spread, so it's important to be careful. Interestingly, erotic biting has become a shared pleasure for both men and women, with 55% of women and 50% of men saying they like being bitten during intimate times. This fun act of aggression can make sex more enjoyable by combining pain and pleasure in enticing ways. Did you know the word clitoris comes from the Greek word for throat? It comes from a Greek word that means queen or divine, which shows how important and powerful this small but powerful organ is in the world of female pleasure. When it comes to orgasm, men and women each have their own unique ways to reach ecstasy. According to research, stimulating the prostate, also known as the P-spot, during anal sex can cause an orgasm that is so intense that it's unforgettable. In the same way, for women, pressing on the A-spot, which is close to the cervix, can cause waves of intense pleasure that are often described as overwhelmingly satisfying. There are many ways to win over a woman's heart and body. For example, more than 97% of women find a kiss on the neck to be one of the sexiest things they can do. The famed GS spot. Not all women experience it in the same way, and the precise location varies from woman to woman. Here's something truly fascinating. Only about 1% of women can reach orgasm through nipple stimulation alone, but for those who can, it can be an experience of unparalleled pleasure. The world of sexual pleasure is vast, diverse, and endlessly fascinating, from free ones to orgasms. Every person's body possesses a wealth of unique sensations ready for exploration. If you continue to watch this video and find these lessons useful, please leave a comment below. This applies to both men and women. Oral sex reigns supreme is the ultimate fantasy, often igniting passion and intimacy in ways few other acts can. It offers a deep connection, especially for women who can experience a breathtaking orgasm lasting anywhere from 3 to an astonishing 51 seconds. Yes, women can indeed ejaculate, but it's crucial to understand that squirting, ejaculation, and orgasm are beautifully distinct yet interconnected events, each carrying its own powerful sensations. With an incredible 8,000 nerve endings, twice as many as the penis, the clitoris is an unmatched epicenter of sexual ecstasy. Despite the fascination with penetration, only 18% of women can achieve orgasm through penetration alone. The magic often lies in shallower movements, delicately stimulating the G-spot rather than deep thrusts. It's during these moments of pleasure that the entire female brain lights up like fireworks, ready to dive back into waves of euphoria. Yet, despite this potential, a heartbreaking 30% of women report that they struggle to reach orgasm, with 1 in 10 never having tasted its sweetness. This disparity often highlights a deeper need for openness, understanding, and communication in relationships. Women tend to have more frequent and satisfying orgasms in committed partnerships compared to fleeting one-night encounters where emotional intimacy is often lacking. Kissing a woman tenderly while she sleeps or indulging in each other's fantasies can create a bond that transcends the physical, weaving emotional and sexual connection into a single potent experience. Exploring desires together is an intimate dance that deepens trust and strengthens love, but this requires courage. Courage to speak honestly about what truly ignites the flames of passion. Physical touch is not the only pathway to pleasure. The clitoris, for example, remains an incredibly sensitive area requiring care and attention. Its 8,000 near endings demand tenderness and focus. A well-groomed partner is another subtle yet important aspect, as the groin area is sensitive, and things as simple as an untrimmed beard can cause discomfort. Physical fitness and active lifestyles play a significant role in attraction. Even if their physique isn't perfect, women often find themselves drawn to athletic men, drawn not only by their physical appearance, but also by the confidence and energy that physical activity can bring to the bedroom. Unfortunately, dissatisfaction with one's sex life is alarmingly common, with many suffering in silence. The 69 position, while celebrated for its simultaneous stimulation, is often more about the sensations it provides, whereas positions like doggy style offer deeper penetration that many men find intensely satisfying. Interestingly, the power of attraction also resides in scent testosterone. The primal hormone of masculinity can stir desire in women, and there are even loans that mimic this alluring scent, heightening sexual tension. However, relationships where partners are too similar may not always stand the test of time. The subtle differences between partners often fuel attraction, adding that spark of unpredictability, and as life progresses, especially during phases like menopause, a woman's sexual desires may fluctuate, sometimes intensifying as her body undergoes changes. Emotional intimacy evolves alongside physical intimacy, and recognizing these shifts is crucial for maintaining a vibrant and fulfilling relationship. At the heart of every intimate connection is communication, mutual respect, and shared pleasure. Proper sexual education can break down walls of anxiety and shame. Deeper satisfaction in an intimate partnership can be achieved by paving the way, adjusting expectations, and working together to find solutions that meet both partners' needs is essential. After all, pleasure in all its forms is a journey meant to be explored, cherished, and celebrated together. Sapiosexuality is a fascinating concept where a person's intelligence becomes the most powerful aphrodisiac for those who identify as saposexual. It's not about the physical. First, it's the stimulating conversations, the clever remarks, and the depth of thought that spark true attraction. But as we dive deeper into the complexities of sexuality, it's important to address certain myths that have pervaded society, like the so-called dead vagina syndrome. This false notion suggests that frequent sex could cause a woman to lose sensitivity, which is entirely untrue. As long as the experience is consensual and enjoyable, women's bodies, designed for pleasure, can enjoy it to the fullest. One method that really highlights the emotional connection over physical climax is the Coretta method, where the focus shifts from orgasm to the soul-deep bond between partners. It's a powerful reminder that intimacy is about more than just reaching a peak. It's about connecting on an emotional and spiritual level, which can be far more fulfilling in the long run for many women. Attraction goes beyond appearance, but that doesn't mean grooming doesn't matter. Men who take care of the men who take care of themselves, such as keeping their hair neat or trimming their beards, often find themselves more attractive to their partners. This is a simple yet effective way to demonstrate self-respect, which is undeniably alluring. Our important aspect of a healthy sex life. Fantasizing can reignite desire, introducing excitement and novelty into a relationship. It's not uncommon for people to feel a surge of desire when engaging with a new partner simply because the thrill of newness awakens dormant passions. According to Robert Sternberg's theory of love, posits that every relationship consists of three essential elements: intimacy, passion, and commitment. The combination of these elements shapes various forms of love, ranging from a passionate fling to a profound, enduring partnership. Of human sexuality is how our attachment styles, whether secure, avoidant, or anxious, shape the way we experience intimacy. A secure attachment often leads to fulfilling, stable sexual experiences, while avoidant or anxious styles may result in challenges with vulnerability or closeness. Persistent genital arousal disorder, a phenomenon where arousal occurs without any sexual trigger, further illustrates the complexity of human desire. It's also important to recognize that sexual desire doesn't simply vanish with age. As people get older, their sexual needs and desires may evolve, but they don't disappear. In fact, the sense of smell plays a surprising role in arousal at any age. Certain scents, whether from a person's natural body chemistry or a fragrance, can stir desire in unexpected ways, even with external factors, like the weather can impact sexual activity, with warmer days often seeing a spike in desire. Music, too, is a powerful tool capable of creating an emotional and sensual atmosphere that strengthens attraction. Let's now turn to a topic that many avoid, but is crucial for men's sexual health. Erectile dysfunction. This issue, which affects countless men, can be deeply emotionally painful, leading to feelings of inadequacy and strained relationships. However, there is hope. Studies have shown that practicing yoga can improve sexual function and enhance flexibility. Studies have shown that practicing yoga can improve sexual function, enhance flexibility, reduce stress, and even boost sexual desire. It's a holistic approach that empowers men to regain confidence in the bedroom in today's digital age. Cybersex has emerged as a new frontier of intimacy, where sexual activity occurs online rather than in person. Depending on the level of communication and consent between the participants, it can either enhance or harm a relationship. On the one hand, it can offer an outlet for long-distance couples to maintain intimacy. On the other, it can lead to emotional dissatisfaction if it becomes a substitute for real connection. Similarly, a lack of affection, such as small gestures like hugs, kisses, and caresses, can leave partners feeling emotionally and sexually unfulfilled. This underscores the significance of physical touch in sustaining intimacy. If you continue to watch this video and find these lessons useful, please leave a second comment below to let me know you're still with me. Foods and eating habits. Certain tastes or scents can awaken desire, creating a unique sensual experience that ties together two of life's greatest pleasures, food and intimacy. When it comes to attracting a woman, there are countless factors at play, each as unique as the individual herself. While there's been much focus on the G-spot, it's important to note that not all women experience it in the same way, and its location can vary slightly from person to person. However, One area that is almost universally considered erotic is the neck. In fact, over 97% of women love being kissed there, as it's an incredibly sensitive zone that can spark intense arousal, but it doesn't stop there. Did you know that about 1% of women can achieve orgasms solely through nipple stimulation? It's a testament to the amazing diversity of female pleasure and the variety of ways women experience sexual satisfaction when it comes to fantasies. Oral sex tops the list for both men and women, offering a combination of intimacy and pleasure that few other acts can match. The duration of a female orgasm can vary dramatically from a quick 3 seconds to an intense 51 seconds. And yes, women can ejaculate, but it's crucial to understand. It is important to understand that squirting, ejaculation and orgasm are not synonymous. The clitoris, with its 8,000 nerve endings, twice as many as the penis, is the epicenter of female pleasure and often holds the key to orgasm for many women, yet only 18% of women are able to reach orgasm through penetration alone, emphasizing the importance of exploring other forms of stimulation. During a female orgasm, the entire brain becomes fully active, firing on all cylinders and often leaving her ready for more pleasure, measure immediately afterward. However, despite this potential for multiple orgasms, around 30% of women report difficulty reaching climax, and 1 in 10 women has never experienced an orgasm at all. For many, shallow penetration is often more pleasurable because it gently stimulates the G-spot area rather than relying on deep penetration, which can sometimes be less satisfying in terms of relationships. Committed couples tend to experience more frequent and fulfilling orgasm compared to casual flings. The emotional intimacy built over time can create a stronger connection in the bedroom, making every encounter more meaningful. Softly kissing while sleeping is another intimate act that women tend to enjoy, as it's a tender gesture that deepens the bond between partners. Exploring each other's fantasies can be an exciting way to bring couples closer, and open communication is absolutely essential in discovering what truly brings each person joy. Unrealistic expectations about body image can severely damage self-esteem, particularly in the bedroom, where vulnerability is crucial for a deep connection between men and women. Keeping the groin area well groomed can not only enhance comfort, but also heighten the overall experience for both partners. Men who take care of their physical appearance often attract women, and while a well-groomed beard can enhance your appeal, physical fitness also plays a significant role in attraction. Women naturally gravitate towards men who participate in sports or lead an active lifestyle, regardless of their physique. 69 is all about mutual sensations, providing both partners with the opportunity to experience pleasure simultaneously. On the other hand, doggy style is a favorite among many men due to the depth of penetration it allows, which can intensify their satisfaction. Each position offers its own unique benefits, and experimenting with different positions can help keep the passion alive in any relationship. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through the world of sexual health and well-being. What have you learned so far? We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've discovered that you plan to put into practice in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. We greatly appreciate your support and look forward to providing you with even more mind-blowing facts and tips in the future.